Okay, bear with me for a second here while you guys watch these wonderful, amazing chickens eat those horrible, nasty weeds. Y'all ever heard of productive procrastination? Or, as I like to say, action by procrastination? Yeah, well, I told myself that I wasn't going to be in the sun today, and I wasn't going to do any kind of weeding because I am sore and tired from the battle of the smilax from yesterday. Well, to be able to up-pot the peppers in the shade, I needed to go over to my work area, which I will not show because it's dirty, and clean it out, so that way I would know what kind of pots that I would have to be able to work with and room to move. Well, there's a big pile of cardboard in the way. So to be able to get to my work area, to get to my pots, to be able to up-pot the peppers, I needed to move the cardboard. Well, I decided that I would just move the cardboard where it was supposed to go in the first place, which is in the vineyard, as a mulch. When I dragged it in there, I realized that I couldn't put it where I wanted to put it because all of the dead katuk stems were in the way and I needed to prune them. Yeah. Ta-da! So, came over here, you see the cardboard? Yeah, that's where I was gonna put cardboard. Well, I needed to get rid of all of these stems. Found a whole bunch of katuk growing, coming back, even from weird places like up there. And then there's some more, and there's some more. So to be able to get in here, I needed to get rid of those stems, but actually to get at that, I needed to get rid of these leaves here from the galangal, and then I decided that I would semi-weed up here since it was starting to come down here, which led me right around over here to this gigantic pile of galangal, which is coming back very wonderfully. But then I couldn't really get to that because the Mexican sunflower was in the way, which that is going to be mulched over here in the katuk. So I decided to tear out a bunch of the Mexican sunflower that usually leans over onto the grapes, and then feed the the ones that were already growing to the grapes. I decided to leave that one. But of course, if I'm going to do that, I might as well clean up the lemongrass so it can come back and then mulch the grape bed. And I made my way over here and found some surviving Panadol and, believe it or not, the moringa coming back. Yeah, so much for up-potting the peppers. Okay, well, since I was supposed to be up-potting peppers and instead decided to clean out the entire micro vineyard, I decided I would just commit and finish weeding for the most part, but also went ahead and planted some society garlic here on either side of the grapevines. We have the mint growing over there. A baby society garlic, and then over here, I did lay out the cardboard. Got some chives, and then I found, when I was actually cleaning out my work area, some little baby Chinese chives that had somehow survived through everything, and they want to live, so they got planted here, and then some more over there at the base of that grapevine. Now, aside from me being able to come out here and use them, they should benefit the grapevines a little. They say that they can deter pests because of the strong scent, sulfur compounds, but that to me is a so-so thing. Usually that scent is released when it's crushed. However, it will end up spreading. It will end up providing a little bit of a ground cover here, and it's going to give me a crop that I can use. And then when it flowers, it'll bring in some beneficial insects that will also help to get rid of the pests. For example, the paper wasps. When the paper wasps come in, not that they'll come into the flowers, but paper wasp is one of them that likes to hunt these pesky little caterpillars that are on my grapevines. Hi, Aspen. Okay, so there we are. Now I'm finally done in here for now. Next time I think I'll tell myself that I will come out here and do something in here, and then maybe I'll actually pot the peppers.